So this is a new type of video I want to start doing weekly. This will give me a chance to talk about things that I don't usually get a chance to talk about, things that I wouldn't necessarily make a standalone video for. So this will be covering what I've watched, read, and played here recently. So I guess I'll start with what I've watched recently, and that is Full House. So I grew up with this show back when I was a kid, and I haven't seen it in years. And I seen the box set at Walmart, but they were wanting $75, and I said, hell no, I'll get it off of the internet like I normally do with things that I want. You know, you can get them cheaper if you look on eBay sometimes. So yeah, I got it for $40 instead. So but yeah, it didn't take me long to watch all 8 seasons. I fucking love the show. Back when I was a kid, when I watched it, I loved it too. So I've always loved the show. And yeah, when I started watching it, I was surprised at how like overwhelmed with nostalgia I would be, and it actually made me cry, because sometimes when you have nostalgia for something, sometimes it can be so strong that it could be a bad thing. Like, they can remind you of the times you'll never have back, so it can kind of get depressing. And so yeah, I was surprisingly emotional when I watched Full House all these years later, remembering how my childhood was, staying up late watching it on Nick at Night. So yeah, it was crazy. But so I've already started Fuller House, well, the 3rd season. I'm on the 3rd season. So but yeah, Fuller House isn't as good as Full House, but you know, it's cool to see the characters from 30 years ago coming back to play their characters again, and it's like they've never missed a beat. Like they come back and just step in those shoes again, and play those characters like they did 30 years ago. So it's very impressive. So next, I've had a book that's been on my TBR for a long time, and that is Leviathan Wakes. So before I started this book, I read the 3 short stories / novellas that takes place before Leviathan Wakes. I'm gonna go chronologically, and I already have books 3 and 4 coming. I have them ordered, and I already have 1 and 2. So, and I have them on audiobook as well. So yeah, I can't wait to get in this series deeper. I'm gonna read the first book first, and then I'm gonna watch season 1 of the Expanse series that's based on this series. So yeah, I've been hearing nothing but good things about the Expanse, and I've never seen it before. I've seen like pictures of it and stuff, but yeah, and I had no idea what I'd be getting into, but it is like pretty hefty, like each book, and I think they're all pretty much over 500 pages long, and there's 9 main books, and then you have like short stories and novellas and stuff, and they put all those in a book. So 10 books overall if you want the one with the short stories. I'm really liking it so far. I'm not too far into the book, so I don't really have too much to tell you about. So, but anyway, I've been in a sci-fi mood, and so I decided that I wouldn't stop at just reading sci-fi books. I would also replay a sci-fi game that I really like, which is The Outer Worlds. And so I just finished it yesterday. I got the platinum trophy for it, my 43rd now, and yeah, I'm quite the trophy hunter. But I gotta say, this was one of the most frustrating experiences I've had trying to platinum a game before. I encountered a bug at the end of the game that corrupted my save files, and it's after you do this certain mission where you have to skip the hope. That's what it's called. Well, I don't know if that's what the mission is called, but that's something you have to do in that mission. And once you do it, that's when a bug can occur. And I looked online, and other people were having this issue, and it's around that part where you skip the hope. So if you're planning on playing it, be aware that that could happen to you. So any saves you do after that point may be corrupted and you can't access them. So that's what happened to me, and I had to replay 2.5, or no, not 2.5, about 2 hours worth of gameplay. So I had to do that about 4 times because something kept happening, like I would die or something would go wrong and have to set me back. So yeah, I hated that because I was 1 trophy away from getting the platinum trophy, and that last trophy I had to do was reaching level 30. And so I was near the end of the game. I had about that much left before I hit level 30, because it shows your bar at the top of the screen. And I'm like, wow, I was that close and this bug happens. And so yeah, I think I shot one of my allies and they got hostile. So I went to, this is when I first noticed this bug. I went back to start over, and when I accessed my saves, my save files, I realized that, you know, or it kept freezing up the game every time I would click on one. So I just had to restart the game and go down the list to see if any of them would work, and I finally got to one, but it sent me back to like level 24, so I had to start over. And then when it happened again, because I accidentally died, luckily one of my newer saves worked and I didn't have to go back so far. But I did eventually get the platinum trophy for the game, and I was so happy that I didn't have to do that over again. I was so frustrated. And so anyway, that is it for what I've watched, read, and played. Yeah, it took me a month, I think, to get through all 8 seasons of Full House. So I haven't really been watching any other shows or watching movies. I've just been doing that and playing games and reading. So I'm gonna try to get one of these type of videos out every Sunday, but it all depends on how well this video does. So anyway, I have a few book reviews coming. I'll probably film one right after this video. So yeah, look out for that. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.